3 things your injector is not telling you. Today is day 3 of 3 things your injector is not telling you. So my goal is to educate you and give you some arsenal, some information, some facts so that when you go into your injector, you know what you're doing and you know the questions to ask. So this is the 3rd day, the 3 things that your injector is not telling you. Number 1, cheap injections often cost more in the long run. What does that mean? It means that if you go for budget injections, you go for budget fillers, you go for budget injectors, you can end up spending a lot more in the long run. What I always tell patients with injections as well as with surgery as well is that you either pay for it on the front end or you pay for it on the back end. In other words, save money in the front end, you often pay more on the back end. So get it done right the first time. Go for an injector, even though they might be a little bit more expensive, that actually knows what they're doing. None of us are perfect. But what I will tell you, though, is I've seen nightmares out there. I've been in this industry for now going on 26 years. I run a training institute. I used to be a trainer, amalgam master trainer, and I've seen injections that just don't go right. And to fix them, it often takes multiple injections of enzyme for the fillers. For toxins, they just wear off, but you have to live with it during that time. So cheap injections often cost more in the long run, and they're not worth it. 2, fillers don't dissolve evenly or predictably. So don't expect your fillers to wear off in a linear fashion, okay? It just doesn't happen. If you look at the science behind the fillers, we know this doesn't happen. And to assume that all your filler has worn off, that's actually not correct. When I first started, we thought that fillers would just, you inject it in the cheeks, you give it maybe 12 to 18 months, and everything is gone. That's not the case. Now, how do we know that? We know that because during COVID, people were reacting to old filler. Studies have also shown that when you get injected, that some of this filler actually stays behind for a long time. And that's why some of us are actually going back and injecting faces with enzymes to break that old filler down. The enzyme is usually called Hylenex, and that's a trade name for it. So keep in mind that your injections don't necessarily wear off evenly. Same thing goes with Botox as well, too. Keep in mind that if you're getting Botox and you want a little touch up here and there and so forth, that it may not necessarily wear off in the best way. 3rd, maintenance matters more than the first syringe. And I'm going to repeat that. Maintenance matters more than the first syringe. Think about it this way. You need to keep up on your injections. That just getting that first syringe doesn't matter if you're not keeping up on it, okay? You really need to keep up on your injections to make sure that everything is looking good and looking seamless. You don't just cut your hair once and then just let it go. You maintain that. You don't just mow your lawn once, you maintain it. You don't just brush your teeth once, you maintain it. So the same thing goes with your injectables, and especially your fillers and your toxins. So I hope that helped. Give me your insights. And for those of you who are seeing this on a Friday, have an awesome weekend. I'll be posting more over the weekend. Enjoy.